Nam mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. Nam mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. Nam mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. Nam mô A Di Đà Phật. Nam mô A Di Đà Phật. Nam mô A Di Đà Phật.
Di Đà Phật. Những con xếp thầy. Sư thầy hỏi các con hôm qua về nhà ai có nhớ là cảm ơn ba mẹ khi mà mình xuống xe? Giơ tay lên thầy xem. Cảm ơn các con. Có một số các bạn chưa nhớ thì bữa nay mình nhớ nha. Cảm ơn ba mẹ. Nam mô A Di Đà Phật. Con cảm ơn ba mẹ. Rồi hôm qua cái nhóm giữa là từ nhóm 7, 6, 5 sinh hoạt ở dưới basement nhóm nào con? 4, 5, 6, 7. Về nhà có giúp ba mẹ như là tụi con nói với thầy không? Có không? Có. Cảm ơn các con rất là nhiều. Thì sáng nay thỉnh thầy sẽ dạy cho chúng ta hát một chút, sau đó mình coi một đoạn phim và thầy sẽ ôn lại đoạn phim đó với các con. Giờ các con tất cả chắp tay lên giùm sư thầy. Mình sen búp tặng quý thầy, quý sư cô trước nha. Ngồi thẳng lưng lên con. Rồi sen búp chắp hai bàn tay lại cho thật đẹp. Bông sen cho thật đẹp, thật tươi giùm thầy. Chắp tay lên con. Đúng rồi. Sen búp chúng con kính tặng quý thầy, quý sư cô, các bác, các cô chú, anh chị Phật tử, những vị Phật tương lai. Nam mô A Di Đà Phật. Sen búp chúng con xin tặng bố mẹ, những vị Phật tương lai. Nam mô A Di Đà Phật. Hôm qua sư thầy có dạy cho các con Nam mô A Di Đà Phật, có nghĩa là mình chúc cho cái người đối diện mình, thứ nhất là sống lâu. Sống lâu tiếng Anh kêu là gì con? Hả? William. Sống lâu. Tiếng Anh là gì? Nói lớn lên giùm sư thầy. Live long or long life? Live long. Rồi sống lâu. Trí tuệ, wisdom, ha? Wisdom and công đức, merit. Đó. Thì bây giờ mình khi nào mình niệm Phật, mình chắp tay, mình nhìn cái người bạn đó, có nghĩa là mình cầu nguyện cho người đó sống lâu, mạnh khỏe, có trí tuệ và có nhiều công đức mình cũng chúc ba mẹ mình như vậy. Dạ, chúng con mời thầy.
Dạ, chúng con kính bạch trên sư thầy, kính bạch trên quý sư cô, kính thưa quý cô chú phụ huynh. Good morning, guys. Hopefully you had a good rest yesterday, and we're very happy to see you here again. And we're going to have a good day today together as well, huh? So, yesterday we learned the song No Discrimination. You guys remember No Discrimination? So we already know that song, right? So we're going to learn a different song now. And this song is very easy. It's also very short as well. Okay? And this song is called Dear Friends. Dear friends. You already know? Wow, giỏi quá vậy. Mấy anh chị lớn có biết không? Do you guys know the song as well? No. Hay quá. Giỏi quá. Can we give them a round of applause? Giỏi quá. Then I will introduce you a new way of singing it. Okay? Have you guys ever sung it in halves? In halves before? In rounds? Xin mời chú Trung Hải lên cùng con. Con xin một cái mic cho chú Trung Hải nữa. Dạ, con cảm ơn. So we're gonna sing it.
Sư chú máy đây.
Okay, so it's very fun when you sing it in rounds. Just for our older brothers and sisters and those brothers and sisters who have come for the first time, I'm just going to go over it quickly, okay? So bear with me. So the lyrics to the song, really easy. Can everyone repeat after me? Dear friends, dear friends.
Dear friends, dear friends.
Let me tell you how I feel. You have given me such treasures. I love you so. And we repeat, I love you so 2 times. Is everyone good? Thumbs up if we're okay. Okay. Now we're going to sing it in rounds, which means we will split down the middle here. Split down the middle here. And one side will be led by Si Chú Trung Hải, and one side will be led by me. So after, we will sing together at the same time, but sing at different speeds, or not different speeds, but different parts. They start first and we start after, okay? So, for example, this side will say, dear friends, and as soon as they sing dear friends, then we start to sing dear friends, and everyone sings on their the groups sing on their own, so we just have to remember what we're singing in our head. It doesn't matter what they're singing, okay? Remember? You get anyone have any questions? It's a bit confusing. Anyone? Or we're all cool? Okay.
Are you ready? Are you
guys
ready?
ready?
Okay, nice and loud, okay? Nice
Nice and loud.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Six.
down this line here. So group 1 to 6 will be one group, and group 5 to group 1 will be one group. Sorry, group 6 to group Seng Bup will be one group, and group 5 to group 1 will be one group. So we join in after them. After they say the first "Dear friends," we start to sing "Dear friends." It's, dear friends, let me tell you how I feel. You have given me such treasures. I love you so. And "I love you so" you repeat twice. Okay?
Are you ready? No. I can't hear you.
Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? There we go.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Here, let me start, okay? Dear friends, let me
Dear
tell
friends,
you
dear
how I
friends,
feel.
let me tell you how I feel. You have given me such treasures. I love you so. Dear friends, let me tell you how I feel. You have given me such treasures. I love you so. I love you so. Okay, that was good, but it was more just me and Johnson singing. So we can do this, but you guys sing this time, okay? And my mistake, may I have your attention just for a quick second? So the first time we sing it, we only say "I love you so" once. The second time we say it twice. Yeah, first time "I love you so" once, second time "I love you so" twice. And this time we will sing together. So we won't use the mic anymore, and I would like to ask for your help to sing with me, okay? So, dear friends, thank you for your wonderful singing slash screaming. Now we will take this chance to just review one of the chants that we learned yesterday. So, paying homage to the Buddha, invoking the qualities of the Buddha. Does anyone remember Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa? Everyone? Okay, wonderful. Well, we're going to recite it together, and we're going to also recite the verse. So the Dharma is deep and lovely. And everyone repeat after me. The Dharma is deep and lovely. The Dharma is deep and lovely. One more time. The Dharma is deep deep and lovely. The Dharma is deep and... One more time. Up there yet. The Dharma is deep and lovely. The Dharma is deep and lovely. Now just close your eyes, put your hand on your heart, and as you sing it, you gotta feel how deep and lovely the Dharma is, okay? Right? The Dharma is deep and lovely. Your turn. The Dharma is deep and lovely. Yeah, so it's deep and lovely. We now have the chance to see it, study, and to practice it. So I believe in our chanting book, it's written a little bit differently, but it's quite easy to make the changes. So the way I usually chant it is, we now have the chance to see it, study, and to practice it. So, we now have the chance to see it, study, and to practice it. Kind of long, so you guys have to focus super hard to remember it, okay? So I'm going to say it, and then you sing it. We now have the chance to see it, study it, and practice it. Your turn. We now have the chance to see it, study it, and wonderful. So when you see the Dharma, you come here and you learn the teachings, then you have to study it and put it into practice. Just put those two first lines together. The Dharma is deep and lovely. We now have the chance to see it, study, and practice it. The Dharma is deep and lovely. We now have the chance to see it, study, and to practice it. Wonderful. One more time, all together. And our brothers and sisters, we help each other, you know. When we sing, we don't have to be, or when we chant, we don't have to be afraid. Because when we chant like a river. This is what I learned in Plum Village. When we chant, we are just part of a big stream of brothers and sisters of the community. We're like a tiny water drop in there. And when we chant, although we are just a tiny water drop, but we are very, very important because we are part of the whole river. We don't have to be afraid that that maybe our chanting is wrong, or we're not, our voice is not so good. Maybe we just have to drop ourselves in the river and allow the river to carry our chanting when we chant together. Like a powerful stream. Okay? Let's try again. The Dharma is deep and lovely. We now have the chance to see it, study, and to practice it. Next is, we vow to realize its true meaning. We vow to realize its true meaning. One more time. We vow to realize its true meaning. So it's realize its true meaning. Okay, now we're going to try it with the bell and with the verse for homage with the Buddha, okay? Just to be, which is Namo Tassa Bhagavato. I did not forget. Okay. Dear friends, join your palms together like a lotus flower. And as you recite, bring your mind to the qualities of the Buddha, his compassion, his loving kindness, his patience, his equanimity, his joy, and also make the promise to practice to be like the Buddha ourselves too. And you can also bring your mind to how wonderful and how lovely the Dharma and the practice that we are doing together today is. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. The Dharma is deep and lovely. We now have a chance to see it, study it, and practice it. We vow to realize its true meaning. Wow, hay quá. Can you give yourself a round of applause? Tuyệt vời.
Tất cả mời các con hướng về TV. Chúng ta sẽ coi một đoạn phim ngắn. Đó, mấy anh mấy chị ngồi xích lên đây cho thầy ngồi một hàng cho con đi. Đó. Rồi, đúng rồi. Coi xong rồi trả lời đó.
Not touring in Derry. Yeah.
Thưa quý vị, tại xã Gia Canh, huyện Định Quán, tỉnh Đồng Nai, nhắc đến cậu bé Hồ Hữu Hạnh, 16 tuổi, không ai là không biết bởi nghị lực sống và sự kiên trì của mình. Sinh ra thiếu đi đôi bàn tay, nhưng Hạnh đã làm nên điều kỳ diệu và viết nên cuộc đời bằng chính đôi chân của mình. Không mặc cảm về bản thân, Hạnh đã tập làm tất cả mọi việc bằng đôi chân, từ viết chữ, chải đầu.
Có một em bé nhỏ sinh ra em không có hai cái tay,
còn đạt 2
mà em tự tập. Sư Tệ cứ mở đi, mở mà con pass qua tới cái đoạn thấy cái em đó.
Chương bơi lội của tỉnh Đồng Nai trong Đại hội thể dục thể thao của tỉnh.
Em không có hai cái tay mà em cố gắng tập bơi để cuối cùng.
Sẽ là câu chuyện đặc biệt về cậu bé có biệt danh chim cánh cụt Hồ Hữu Hạnh.
Đó.
Mặc dù thiếu đi đôi bàn tay, nhưng bằng đôi chân kỳ diệu, em Hồ Hữu Hạnh lại có thể bơi rất giỏi. Bằng nỗ lực của chính mình, sau nhiều năm tập luyện, Hạnh đã đạt được 2 huy chương bơi lội trong Đại hội Thể dục Thể thao của tỉnh Đồng Nai vào năm 2010.
Trước nhà em có một cái ao, khi ba mẹ đi vắng thì em nhảy xuống ao rồi em tự tập bơi thôi. Lúc em bơi thì không có ai tập luyện cho em hết. Mà cũng có mấy lần em bị uống nước rồi. Thì cũng sau thời gian thì em cũng đập chân vậy rồi em tự lặn rồi tự bơi thôi.
Sinh ra trong gia đình quanh năm làm lũ với ruộng vườn, nương rẫy, khuyết đi đôi tay, nhưng từ nhỏ cậu bé Hồ Hữu Hạnh không đầu hàng số phận mà âm thầm vượt qua nghịch cảnh để có cuộc sống như bao đứa trẻ bình thường khác.
Gần 9 tháng rồi mới đi siêu âm. Thì bác sĩ kêu là cái thai nó không thuận, thì tôi nghĩ là cái thai không thuận thì nó đẻ ngược hoặc là như thế nào thôi, chứ không ngờ là con có tật như vậy. Lúc nào cũng khóc hết, nhìn thấy con là khóc. Mình nghĩ là không bao giờ nó ngồi hoặc nó đi đứng được, tại vì tay không có, giả sử như mình nằm.
Ai làm ồn sư thầy mời vào trong cái phòng trong ngồi một mình.
Mà mới biết bò thì con số đo làm sao nó y vậy, nó bò bằng cầm vậy. Thì lớn lên dần dần thì cũng nguôi ngoai bớt đi. Phần nào hồi nhỏ thì lúc nào cũng khóc hết.
Những công việc hàng ngày từ rửa chén, nấu cơm, quét nhà, tưới rau, những công việc từ đơn giản đến phức tạp, Hạnh đều làm thuần thục và nhịp nhàng bằng đôi chân kỳ diệu của mình. Có lẽ vì thế mà mọi người xung quanh đặt cho Hạnh biệt danh cậu bé chim cánh cụt.
Trong lúc mà thấy cháu nó tật nguyền, 2 tay không có, thì như cha mẹ cũng yêu cầu làm việc gì hết. Lên 6 tuổi thì là cháu ý thức là quét được cái nhà, rửa được cái chén, đó, phụ việc vặt trong nhà. Cha mẹ cũng không bắt buộc để gọi là tập luyện cho con cháu, con nó làm một cái việc gì đó đâu. Nhưng mà cháu nó cứ theo cái bản tính, theo cái cá tính của cháu muốn làm cái điều gì đó là từ cháu làm, mà cháu làm sẽ bằng được.
Thì lúc nhỏ thì em cũng bắt đầu tập đánh răng. Còn khi em tập rửa chén á, thì cũng có đôi vài lần do nước rửa chén trơn quá, em bể cũng khá nhiều chén em mới thành thục được cái công việc rửa chén á. Còn mỗi khi mà em cắt rau á thì lúc cũng có cắt trúng phải chân, em cũng có chảy máu chút xíu. Giờ cũng quen với những công việc đó rồi thì em thấy bình thường.
Không chỉ tự mày mò làm những công việc nhà phụ giúp cha mẹ, Hạnh còn tự mình quyết tâm học và tìm hiểu về máy vi tính, vốn là niềm đam mê của Hạnh. Rèn luyện, cố gắng từng ngày, đến nay 10 ngón chân của Hạnh đã có thể thao tác thoăn thoắt trên bàn phím. Không chỉ biết vươn lên trong cuộc sống, Hạnh còn có tinh thần phấn đấu trong học tập. Hạnh là một học trò chăm ngoan. Suốt mấy năm liền, ít khi nào cậu nghỉ học. Mặc dù việc học của cậu có phần khó khăn, vất vả hơn các bạn khác. Trong suốt 8 năm qua, Hạnh luôn đạt danh hiệu học sinh khá giỏi.
Bé Hồ Hữu Hạnh là một học sinh bị khiếm cường, phải nói là trong quá trình theo dõi.
Cánh cụt Hồ Hữu Hạnh đã thắp sáng niềm tin cho nhiều bạn trẻ, đặc biệt là những người có cùng hoàn cảnh như em vươn lên trong cuộc sống, trở thành người có ích cho gia đình và xã hội. Trong tương lai, Hạnh ước mơ sẽ trở thành một kỹ sư tin học. Đó là một ước mơ thật đáng quý và mọi người xung quanh Hạnh đều tin rằng ước mơ giản dị đó sẽ trở thành hiện thực bằng nghị lực mạnh mẽ của chính cậu bé này.
Busy streets looking for her next mate. Maybe we'll be the one. 'Cause in her mind there is more to life than being someone. But deeper down she has found
the desire for me to be independent and live a normal life and a full life is a dream of mine. I really just want to put limits aside and live life to the fullest and just going for it. to overcome an obstacle, you have to realize where you are, and to visualize yourself overcoming these obstacles. To focus on the positive things that we do have, using everything that we have to the best of our ability.
Many people look at me and say, Nick, how come you're smiling? How come you're so happy? And I want to be like you. And I don't mean like, I want to be like you in a prideful way, but they see the strength in me. You look at me and you want the confidence that I have. You want the smile that I have. Many people ask where it's from. And tonight I'm going to tell you where Nick's smile is from.
You're beautiful, just the way you are. She walks busy streets looking for her next mate. Maybe we'll be the one. 'Cause in her mind there is more to life than being someone. Deeper down she has found the one thing that makes her love. So she is looking for it in all the wrong places. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful, just the way you are. You're beautiful. You're beautiful.
Set. That's fun. Let's do it again. Yeah, right. And some of you have thought of suicide. Some of you are in the darkest of darkest valleys. And I was there once too. I was 8 years old, depressed. 9 years old, even darker. At 10 years old, I came to the edge. And I thought to myself, there is no hope.
At age 10, I tried to drown myself in 6 inches or 15 centimeters of water in my home. I told my dad I just wanted to relax, but really, I wanted to end my life. I had enough. The first 2 times I rolled over, I was trying to work out how much air I hold in my lungs before I let it out. And the 3rd time, in my mind, knowing that I wanted to get out of here because of the bullying in my life, because I was going to be a burden to my parents and I had nothing to look forward to, I realized at that moment that if I actually went through with committing suicide, I would leave a greater burden for my parents than they already had. So when I saw in my mind my mum and my dad and my brother crying at my grave, if I went through with them, that one thought saved me. The power of encouragement. You can save a person's life.
You may have arms and legs, but unless you know 3 things. Number 1, who are you and what your value is? Number 2, what is your purpose here in life? And number 3, what is your destiny when you're done here? If you don't know the answers of any of those three questions, you're more disabled than I.
If I gave you $1 billion, would you be happy? If you gave me $1 billion, I'd be very happy. But then if my mum dies tonight, am I happy? No.
But life is worth living when you find purpose. Nick, I don't know what my purpose is. I don't know. My parents want me to do this. My teachers want me to do that. My friends think that I should do this, and I don't know what to do. And you're torn, man. You don't know what to do. You have to make important decisions, man. You don't know what to do. Who do you believe? Follow your heart. If that's who you want to be, if that's what you want to do in life, then walk to it. One day at a time.
You got to come to the truth of knowing who you are and why you're here. William Barclay, he said, the greatest 2 days in anyone's life, the day you were born and the day you knew why.
I know that there are 1 billion people going hungry today. I know that this year 1 million people will commit suicide. It's 1 every 40 seconds. I know today there are 120 million slaves, and I've met sex slaves. So many people tease each other. Oh, you know, you're too short, you're too tall, you look whatever. Different hair and all that. It doesn't matter. See, the thing is, when you're in school, when you're growing up in life, it actually sort of matters to people how you look. And then it matters to you because it matters to others. Why? Why does it matter how you look? Because if they don't like you, then who will? If they don't accept you, then who will? I know so many teenagers who look themselves in the mirror and wish that they had a different body. I want to ask you, what are you going to believe? Are you going to believe in yourself? Are you going to believe everybody else's judgment on you? Are you going to believe people when they say that you're a failure and no one really likes you, no one really cares about you? That's what this world is. I want to look like her. If I was taller, shorter, smarter, more popular, whatever you want. It's not enough. And the fear that we have is that we're going to be alone, that we're not good enough. And, you know, we have to change ourselves. And, you know, so many people put me down and say, Nick, you look too weird and no one's really your friend and you can't do this and you can't do that. And I couldn't change anything. It's not like just fixing my hair one day and everything's fine. It's not like, you know, just whatever. I couldn't change my circumstance. I couldn't just one day wake up and say, hey, give me arms and legs. I need arms and legs. But it was so hard because people put me down. And I started believing that I was not good enough. I started believing that I was a failure. That I'll never ever be somebody who people would like or people would accept. And it was so hard, man. I thought to myself, I can't go on the soccer field like everybody else, and I can't ride my bike, and I can't skateboard, and all these sort of things. And I started getting depressed. I thought, what kind of purpose do I have to live? I mean, are you just here to live to die? I mean, is there not a purpose for me? Is there not a purpose in life? And I had questions and no answers. And I asked my mum and dad, why did this happen? I asked doctors, why did this happen? And they don't know. There are some things in life that are out of your control that you can't change and you got to live with. The choice that we have, though, is either to give up or keep on going.
Every single human being has value, and my value is not determined on how I look or what job I have or where I'm from, where I was born, how much money, all that stuff is nothing.
And it's funny how the friends around you sort of determine who you are. You change yourself. You come to school. And everybody swore around me at high school, so I started swearing. Why? Because it's the cool thing to do. Everybody swears. So I don't want to be left out. And I want to be accepted, so I started swearing. You go to a party, everybody's drinking, so you drink. Why? Well, everybody else around me is doing a big deal. And you start losing yourself, and you start putting your security in temporary things. You start putting your happiness in things that won't last. You can get drunk all you like, but in the morning, you're going to be sober with a headache with the same problems. Nick, you're not good enough. Nick, just give up. Nick, you're never going to get a job. You won't get married. You can't even hold your wife's hand. What kind of a father are you going to be if you can't even pick up your kids when they're crying? But I tell you, there are some times in life where you fall down and you feel like you don't have the strength to get back up. Because I tell you, I'm down here, face down, and I have no arms, no legs. It should be impossible for me to get back up, but it's not. You see, I will try 100 times to get up, and if I fail 100 times, if I fail and I give up, do you think that I'm ever going to get up? No. But if I fail, I try again and again and again. For as long as I try, there's always that chance of getting up. Does that make sense? And it's not the end until you've given up. And just the fact that you're here should persuade you that you have another chance to get back up. That we have a choice, either to be angry for what we don't have or be thankful for what we do have. You have a choice every day you come to school to either tease somebody, gossip about somebody, or you can go up to them and encourage them. There's still hope. I'm not here today to tell you that I understand your pain. I don't know how it feels to be abused. I don't know how it feels to feel, quote, fat and you've got an eating disorder. I don't know how it feels to have a broken home. But I just want you to know that it's not the end. It matters how you're going to finish. Are you going to finish strong? At age 10, I actually tried to commit suicide by trying to drown myself in my bathtub. And the only reason I decided to stay was because I didn't want to leave my loved ones with that pain. So I decided to give my broken pieces a chance. Man, am I glad that I'm still here. Today, I still have no arms, no legs. But everything's changed. When I'm 24 years old, 5-6 years ago, I was in California. And I never met anybody else like me. When I was 10 years old, I wish I would have met somebody like me. Never did. Didn't get that miracle. But at 24, in California, I saw a little boy with no arms and no legs, 19 months old, just like me. I knew he was going to be bullied. I knew he was going to go through depression. I knew he would feel alone. I knew that he would get worried if he's ever going to have a girlfriend, and so on and so on. I got the father to bring him up on stage in front of 2,000 people. And everyone was crying. And it was a materialization of when you don't get a miracle, you can be a miracle for someone else. Think of the 3 biggest discouragers in your life. They're not your biggest discouragers. You are. But I hope you are inspired to know that if I can dream big, then so can you. There are no walls. Find your peace, and you'll make your walls doors.
Okay, my dear little brothers and sisters, can I have your attention here, please? Wow. So after watching the clips, the videos up there about our two friends. Do you guys remember their names? Please put up your hand. And please try your best not to speak while we're sharing, okay? So if you remember the first boy's name? Yeah? Nick is the second person. Nick is the older man. Anyone remember the first boy's name? The boy that lived in Vietnam? No? Lúc đó là mình nói chuyện lớn quá cho nên mình không có nghe rõ. You know, I was sitting back here and I was trying really hard to listen as well, but I couldn't hear. So next time, remember when we watch or when we listen to a sharing, we have to all try our best to be quiet, okay? Because sometimes maybe other friends are trying to listen, trying to hear. If we are also sitting there with everyone else and we're trying to listen really hard to hear and really interested in the topic, but many other people are making noise, we will also feel very annoyed, right? If you went to a movie theater and everyone was talking and you were trying to listen to what was going on in the movie, but everyone was talking, then you would be very unhappy, right? Okay. So we're just going to reflect on it a little bit. So what were some things that, for the first boy, his name was Tan, I believe. The first boy, what was he able to do? Yeah. Yeah. He said he used his feet and his feet are master feet. Yeah, he used his feet to do everything. Yeah. Huh? He learned to swim, yeah. And, yeah. To write, right. Mà mấy em thấy chữ viết của anh Thành đẹp không? Trời ơi, chữ viết của anh Thành đẹp quá chừng, còn chữ viết đôi khi chữ viết của mình giống như là vẽ bùa. Sometimes our writing is like chicken scratch. Mà mình nghĩ coi, mình có hai tay, mình không có điêu luyện. We don't try our best to train ourselves to write neatly and beautifully. But anh Thành, he doesn't have hands, but he writes so beautifully, even with his feet. Yeah, what else? Em? That was yesterday. It's funny? Okay, I'm glad you liked it. Okay. Rồi, thầy sẽ nhập một tiếng chuông nha. Các em nghe tiếng chuông thì mình trở lại với hơi thở. Niệm A Di Đà Phật nha. Okay. So, mấy em thấy, we see that he was at home by himself. And his mom and dad went to go work far away, try to make money for the family. And anh Thành would jump into cái ao ở phía sau nhà. Cái ao is like a very small body of water, and he would practice swimming. Right? No? How, if you, and he doesn't have arms, and he only has legs, but he's able to do all that, then what do you think about us? Right? We have arms and we have legs. Anh Thành có thể là nấu cơm nè, anh Thành có thể rửa chén nè, có thể quét nhà nè. Vậy mà anh Thành mặc dù không có tay, thường rửa chén là mình rửa bằng gì? Rửa bằng tay, đúng không? We wash the dishes with our hands. We cook food with our hands. We sweep with our hands, but sometimes we're lazy to do it. We don't want to do it. And anh Thành, although he doesn't have hands, he tries his best to do it. Right? And during the time when he washed the dishes, he broke many dishes. But did he ever stop trying? He never stopped trying. So we can learn something from him. Huh? Although sometimes we might try to do something and we're not good at it at first, we shouldn't give up. And we should try our best to keep on practicing it. If we accidentally make a mistake, we try to do it again. Hồi nhỏ lúc mà mình tập đi cũng vậy, ai cũng vậy hết á. Khi mà mới bắt đầu tập đi là thế nào cũng té, right? When you first practice, first learn how to walk, you will fall down. But what did we do when we fell down? Can someone tell me? Yeah? We cried? Good. And what else do we do? Yeah, em? Yeah, we got back up. Đúng không? So inside of us, we already had this. Hồi nhỏ mình té, mình tập đi mình té, mình đứng lên lại. Giờ vậy mình mới đi được chứ. Đúng không? Thì anh cũng phải tập rất là nhiều lần mới rửa chén được. And then I will give the microphone to Chu Trung Hải, and he will share a little bit about Nick and ask you about Nick.
All right, thank you, các em. This second video is, I feel, very inspiring, especially for our older brothers and sisters. Okay. So, what was his name? His name was Nick, right? And as you can see, the difference between him and Han was he didn't have any arms or legs, right? But instead, he had these two like little fingers at the bottom of his like lower body, right? But can you guys remind me the things that he could do? Like, soccer or golf. Good. Anything else? He can swim. Yeah, exactly. He can swim. Okay, one more thing. He can go fishing. Yeah. So as you can see, mấy em nghe nè, he can do pretty much anything that we can all do, right? So, but let's see. What made him so happy? In the video, he said that there's one thing that made him very happy. Where did he get his joy from? Yes, exactly. So even though he didn't have anything, but he always had a positive mind. So there are times in life where you might feel low. And did he feel low? At the age of 10, what did he try to do? Commit suicide at the age of 10. Because he gave up, right? But what stopped him from that dark thought? Nice and loud. What stopped him from suicide? Yes, his family would be sad. And because he thought of other people besides himself, that was the motivation. And why do you think I became a monk, Brother Andy became a monk, and Quý Sư Thầy became nuns? Why do you think? Because we want to benefit you all. We want to serve our life and give you guys, make your guys' lives better, right? And as you can see, if you live for an aspiration, if you have a goal in your life, then for sure you can do anything. You can do anything that your mind thinks of. And what he say about our choices? He said that when life will give you, you can't ask what you want in life, right? So either you give up, or you can accept it and change it. You can accept it and change it and make it better. And even for me, I wanted to be a monk when I was like your age. But then my parents didn't let me. Not until I was graduated from high school, and all mature until the point I was able to take care of myself. Yeah, when I was a little boy, I wanted to be a monk already. But then my mom was like, no, not yet. And at night, I'd bow to Buddha and asking the Buddha to bless me on my journey, on my path. And every day, every week, I'd go to the temple, like you guys, when you learn Vietnamese. So persistently, always, never giving up. If you have a goal, if you have a dream, and you follow it, for sure, I promise you, for sure, you'll be able to achieve it. All right. And when you need help, there are times when life will get very hard. But remember that each and every one of us, we are a flower in the garden of life. All right? We all have a purpose. All right? You guys hear me? We all have a purpose in life. So do not look down on yourself. Okay? All little flowers in life. And we all have, we all make this life beautiful. And I feel like the video was pretty self-explanatory of how happiness is a choice. And he could have died, he could have killed himself, right? But he didn't. Because he found his happiness and he kept on going. Okay? So I hope that you guys find a message or just a small quote that you can take in, a small lesson that you can learn from him, and try to practice it. Because Buddhism is not just in the sutras, but in everything in your daily life. That is also Buddhism. That's what Do Heinang, he's a patriarch in China, but he's believed to be Vietnamese. That's what he said. Everything that you see in life can be Buddhism. All right? All right, thank you.
Di Đà Phật, chúng con cảm ơn quý thầy. Mời tất cả các con đứng lên, chúng ta niệm Phật rồi ra chơi. Sau đó nghe tiếng trống chúng ta sẽ lên chùa.
Nam mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. Nam mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. Nam mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. Nam mô A Di Đà Phật. Nam mô A Di Đà Phật. Nam mô A Di Đà Phật. Cảm ơn quý thầy, quý sư cô.